qualification number 10, Cert moving rather quickly to the blue side reef. On the other side of the field, 955 and 2471 moving quickly as well. But 955, Control C, not having control of the pieces of coral. And drivers step forward and take control of those robots. Rather slow start from the Stormbreakers, but they do get moving, and they are headed over to the blue reef with a manipulator sticking out. Will they be able to pull off a piece of algae? It looks like that's what they are going to be trying to do for their teammates. Cert going and placing a piece of coral up on the 4th level of the reef, being opposed by some 4th levels being placed by both Control C and Mean Machine on the red side of the field. Steel Ridge slowly moving to the center of the field, and it looks like they may be climbing early, either that or going over to the blue side of the field to play some defense. Lining back up, I suspect they are going to try to climb. Blue side of the field, Cert lining up with the human player station, finicking around with it a little bit, but they do move over to the other side where they line up with the station, and a piece of coral goes into the robot. Lining up with the blue reef, elevator up, going for the 4th level, and it's good. Their alliance partners, the Stormbreakers, lining up to some pieces of algae on that reef, and one does come tumbling off. They grab it and they move over to the processor, where they will go and score that. Over on the red side of the field, Jesuit opting to play some defense against the Red Alliance, who are currently walking away with this a little bit, but it is still anyone's game. A piece of algae comes off of the reef from the Red Alliance, that's Mean Machine. They do place a piece of coral, but it falls to the floor pretty quickly. Mean Machine lining up to that piece of coral that they had just dropped. They will line up with the reef and try to make that score up high on one of the few remaining spots that are left. Blue Alliance, elevator up for 25-21, not coming down. I wonder if it's stuck on anything. We'll find out in a second. And Steel Ridge has opted to play some defense. A little bit risky, though, and they do make some contact in one of the penalty zones. We'll see what the refs have to say about that after the match. 14 seconds left, and robots are lining up with their cages. 3 deep cages on the Red Alliance, 3 shallow cages for the Blue Alliance, and it looks like Stormbreakers does get up off the ground. 955 coming cruising in and swinging Mean Machine around. Mean Machine comes to a rest on the floor at the end of the match. We'll have final scores to you in a moment. Final scores up on the big screen. Your winners, the Red Alliance, walking home with a score of 88-76. Lots of points coming from that coral scoring that we saw up on the top of the Red Reef. Blue Alliance not too far behind, though. And, of course, your team, since you can't see any of them, on the Red Alliance, 955 Control C, 2471 Mean Machine,